Good morning.
Good morning,
Rena. How are
Rena.
you?
Very well, thank you.
So,
How
are you reeling from the match yesterday, or there is more to this smile of yours this morning?
I think there's more.
There's more.
Okay.
Personal, like really, really personal. Thank you.
Okay, good. Keep it that way.
All right. We'll see you at the end of
All right.
the show.
Catch you later.
All right, bye.
All right, there. Good morning to you. This is Kakaaki Social. I'm Rena. Well, we'll begin with sports this morning as the Confederation of African Football, CAF, has picked Nigerian international Victor Osimhen for a random drug test for a sterling outing against Cameroon in Saturday's round of 16 match at the ongoing AFCON 2023. Well, Osimhen has been attributed as the driving force in the 2-0 win for the Super Eagles with his desperation to win the ball. He was praised for disposing a Cameroon defender of the ball and made a low pass to Lukman for the opening goal. Well, this is causing CAF to wonder if Osimhen was enabled by drugs and has picked him for a random drug test. How is this meeting Nigerians? Are they finding it interesting, or are they proud that someone is excellent enough to be investigated? All right, so let's see how this met netizens yesterday when it was announced. So this user T-Talk says, CAF haven't been watching Victor Osimhen at Napoli. Why are they shocked with his performances? Definition of witch hunting, blacks against blacks. But then on the other side, we have more thought and reactions to this. Dark Scribbler says, I feel it's not an issue though. It's quite normal to do the test for someone who seemed a little out of form the past 2 or 3 games and suddenly puts in a beast performance. It's just normal procedure. Even the Victor Osimhen himself would be happy. They saw him play so well, they had to do a drug test. So, well, also, REC says those CAF officials have not been to Lagos traffic and see hawkers chasing a moving car to serve their product. They will know it is in our gene. Okay, Mr. K says they are surprised at his outstanding performance, but then Victor Osimhen will pass that drug test. You can bookmark this tweet. All right, I already bookmarked this, and maybe we'll have to go back to it when everything actually becomes perfect, after the test. But let's go over to Oyo State now, where the governor, Seyi Makinde, has called out Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of his party, PDP, in the 2023 election. And he says his reason is that he failed to reach out to him over the explosion that was recorded in Ibadan on January 16. Well, he was speaking while playing host to Atiku's Labour Party counterpart, Peter Obi, activist Aisha Yesufu, and other party members who were there to commiserate with him on the sad event that claimed 5 lives.
I thank you because politics didn't seep into this. You have 3 musketeers that went for that election. The president has reached out to me. You have reached out to me. But my own party candidate, not even a call or a text message. I mean, I'm saying it openly so that our leaders will know that you have time for politics, you have time for governance, and you have time for humanity.
Okay, so Black Q Band says, pretty sure Atiku already sent a public message to the victims in Oyo. Technically speaking, Atiku has no reason to call this man G5 that did Atiku anyhow. And also in reaction to that is President Eniola, who says, how is Atiku his leader? You left your leader and supported his opponents, and you still call him your leader. However, Atiku is still wrong not to have called him or pay visit. And also, Godson says he has no reason to call him. I don't support him, but he did Atiku dirty. The man he helped rig into power should do all he wants Atiku to do. Everybody know be Peter Obi. And then more reactions from Philo. It says reaching out and tweeting are different things. So this was in reaction to persons who were saying that Atiku reached out. Absolutely, he did. This is the tweet he did commiserated with the government. He says the government of the state, government of Oyo State, the people and the government. So maybe the governor is emphasizing that maybe he should have made that government the governor of Oyo State and not the government, because he actually did the very next day, 17th July, while the incident was 16th January, rather. So yeah, let's go over to more stories at this point. This one is coming from Kogi State, where it is trending on social media that the new Kogi State Governor, Osimhen Ododo, has allegedly created what he calls the office of the immediate past governor. Now, when this is confirmed, Yahaya Bello will move into the government house, that's if he had left, because that's where the office is expected to be. Now, it's been trending. One of them, also a politician in that state, had raised the alarm yesterday on the space of social media. If we could just have Austin at this point. He says, breaking news. Kogi State Governor approves the establishment of the office of immediate past governor to be domiciled in the government house. Kogi State, congratulations. And then he buttressed in another tweet that, okay, that would just be next. This one first. Eli says, what exactly will be his role in the office? And then reeling out the positions that have been key so far and the appointment, Austin continued to say that Kogi State, Yahaya Bello Nigeria Limited, the governor is his relative, the chief of staff is his relative, the accountant general is his relative, the auditor general is his best friend. Kogi State is mortgage. Let's see thought from other users. Pastor who, tweeting at Pastor Marvey, says Yahaya Bello was 39 years when he was elected governor of Kogi State. He was the youngest governor in Nigeria and was, in fact, the only governor born after the Civil War. Look at him today. He is an example of why I will never campaign for anyone because they are young. They are worse than the old. Okay, but on another side of the room is Mayor of Kogi State. Maybe, okay, I see that Yahaya Bello is actually his profile picture right here, if that's clear to you enough. And he's saying that it doesn't matter. All we are craving for is good governance. Okay, maybe a stakeholder right there in the game of appointment and all. But let's talk about Tanya Okpala, who was one time a champion in the lawn tennis and also played for Nigeria. The government of Anambra State, where her father is from, has come to her rescue. They've taken her off the street, and this is the Commissioner for Women Affairs in that state. Hopefully so, because we learned that the commission has come to her aid. Let's see what they have to say about her. They said it's drug related in the next two slides. They said, yes, we have taken her to rehabilitation center. Her case is a case of drugs and frustration. And from her interactions with her, that's interactions between herself and the Commissioner for Women Affairs, she understands she is in a mess and wants to come out of it. And then they continue to say that she expressed sadness that she could not give her child the type of care she enjoyed under her own parents. Mr. Governor and First Lady are particularly interested in this case and have promised to do anything possible to make her life a normal life again. I mean, I was just checking up on her again this morning, and I saw that there was a video that on Facebook, but it was too late for me to get it, so she has spoken. But just in case you missed the story, this is Tanya Okpala that has been roaming the streets of Anambra. Maybe we should just take a look at this and then come back for more stories.
World hears it and they laugh at me.
Why are they laughing at you?
I don't know, but they on your chabia and legal. You think you need to go back to your country. So
Who said that? Who said that to you?
No, I'm just tired. I'm okay. I'm okay even though I'm a half caste and I consider myself a black people. But that's okay.
But you are though.
Okay, but you may be 1 out of 500 people that say that to me.
Do
you mind if I sit on the ground?
It's up to you it's up to you where you want to sit. I can't advise you where to sit.
Okay, so that's it. I'm not asking for much, just a little bit of help. Even if it's just to get water, but I would prefer something like a Sprite. Oh, and I have to now. I just ate 4 puff-puff.
Are you
I was a former lawn tennis champion for Nigeria. I don't know if you're familiar with me, Tanya Okpala.
Tanya.
And Jacqueline Okwezi. During those times, I played tennis for Nigeria and Africa.
Your mom is from Belarus?
Yes.
Right, the next picture was Tanya while she played lawn tennis. How beautiful. We really hope that she is rehabilitated enough, gets well soon, and then becomes very fine and whole again. To our final story for the day, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, says it has released $500 million to various sectors to address the backlog of verified foreign exchange transactions. Now, the development is coming barely a week after the bank paid $2 billion to settle outstanding commitment across manufacturing, aviation, and petroleum sectors as well. Well, Hakama Sidi Ali, who is the acting director of the Corporate Communications Department at the CBN, spoke on the disbursement in Abuja on Monday, where she made this announcement. Well, quite a number of recommendations from netizens on this, on how the government can improve on this development instead of continuing to pay backlog and making payments. For virus, it says keep injecting now and then instead of focusing on the main reasons. We have heavy backlogs, which are very low exports and reckless government sending and borrowing. He says in another reaction that from Cecilia Umbadi's time, says it is a free flow. Nigeria is not doing enough to receive USD into country. Pumping 500 million is waste and doesn't make economic sense. And it says export more and help the Naira. Obviously, we've got nothing deal. And also in reaction to this, okay, we have to leave now. Godwin says this is not the best way to go. Everyone is waiting for the dollar to drop so they can buy and store it. No one wants to keep the Naira. We need to focus on the productivity economy. One politician go swallow all that $500 million. If we continue like this by end of February, now 2K per dollar. I mean, this should not be funny. This should not be anything to celebrate if we dare get a dollar to be equal to 2,000 Naira. Well, that's how we call it a day today on Kakaaki Social. Thank you so much for being a part of it. I'll see you again tomorrow. My handle is Rena OBO. Please do well to follow me for more conversation. Again, welcome back, Lady Blue.
Thank you, Rena. I think that story from Tanya Okbala, you know, the former tennis champ, you know, takes its take on me. I just would like to know, how did she get there? What happened? And how did she come, you know, to Nigeria? Because there should be a backgrounding before rehabilitation. I'm sure that the Anambra State government may give us some insights.
Absolutely.
You know, that.
I think they already did in a 6 minutes video that was uploaded on Facebook. As I mentioned, I saw it on my way to the studio and I couldn't get that out. So maybe by tomorrow we'll share with our viewers.
That will be fine, because that's a case that should be followed. And it's a case in point that former sports stars in Nigeria don't get the best of treatment.
Absolutely.
I remember the other one in football that went the way he did.
Sad.
All right, Rena, we'll get to see how that goes tomorrow on the show. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
And keep the smile up.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Now the show continues in a moment, and our next interview will be up for your take. We'll be right back.